Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. Remember, guys, I always create an extended reading, which I hope that you'll join me for. I'll attach those links. I'll pin them to the top of the comments, and they'll also be in the description box below. You can also enjoy those extended readings if you join my Unbound membership to this channel, which will give you complete access to all of those extended readings. Remember, guys, to subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Virgo content comes out every single Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And I also welcome you to join me for my daily tarot card reading over on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, where you can join in the live chat. This is a powerful week, and that is not an understatement. Mercury is in the middle of a grand square or grand cross, whichever way you want to see it, starting at this new moon that's happening in Leo, and really continuing over the weekend. Mercury will break up. It won't be a square to the Mercury. It won't be square to the Mars conjunct Uranus. Your Mars-Uranus conjunction anymore, but it will continue to be in opposition to Saturn. So what is happening? It's almost like wisdom strikes, and suddenly there are so many things you understand and realize, but it can make you feel extremely isolated, especially if there's some way that you think you couldn't find a way to get things done or make the change fast enough. So Virgo, this could be a very emotional week because it's bringing out a lot of feelings of inadequacy, or feelings of loneliness, or feelings of regret, or even disappointment with the way people behaved, their morality, or their standards. What do we have here, though? The card sitting in front of me says that we have love is all around you. Whether or not you're open to hear it, I don't know. But this is actually a really beautiful sign, because this energy is an extraordinary energy, Virgo, of maybe for the first time in a long time, you're able to hear or understand how much somebody loves you, or you're able to write musically, use music to communicate what you feel in a way that can be understood. Emotions are the way to go now, to communicate emotionally. And as you know, music communicates emotionally. So there's just this sense of almost like a magical song, kind of the voice of an angel coming through the craziest moment of your life and leading you back to a sense of connectivity. Now, we've already started this incredible story. Let's continue. Nightingale spirit, love is all around. Music to your ears. This is also Mercurial energy because it's Gemini energy. Another big change that's going to happen is Mercury at the end of this week is shifting into Virgo, which means Mercury is home, and that is a really powerful energy for you. To have your ruling dignitary home is to feel a sense of solidness, like security, knowing, understanding. And even if this week is extremely emotional for you, starting next week and for the next couple of weeks, you will be able to have that strength to really digest it and put it maybe into words that you can actually work with. And what I mean by it is your experiences, your understandings, your thoughts, your feelings. What do we got here? Be at home. I'm telling you, it's like that music is going to go off and pop off, or this sense of creation, or being able to hear from somebody, speak to somebody, say something to somebody. As soon as Mercury hits home, it's also hitting home, or you're telling somebody that you love them, and it could have to do with parenting or parenthood, or your relationship with your home or your family in some way. This sense of even friends that you consider family, being able to finally hear how much they care about you, or be able to express it yourself. And then we have bring your ideas to life, bam. It's finding a way to tell somebody creatively to almost circumnavigate the craziness in the tension and the hurt and the upset and the frustration. I've had a feeling, because the new moon is happening in Leo and Leo deals with creativity, I've just had this feeling that yes, the universe is intentionally putting us under pressure in order to force us to live up to our full potential. And it's definitely forcing something out of you in terms of putting the pressure on so that you explode, but in the way that you are meant to, which is something very creative coming out, finally being able to communicate, talk about it, say it, articulate what you have been feeling. And then we have transformation is beautiful. I feel like you have felt, Virgo, that you are stunted, or that you have been undermined, that your growth has been undermined, or that you have been stuck in some way, because this card comes up when it's like we haven't gotten the chance to actually grow. So there's something here where you have not had the chance to grow, to blossom, to develop, and this is a confrontation of that. It's like taking the worst moments of your life and turning it into your opus or your masterpiece. Something like that. Virgo. Okay. This is all past energy. Peacock is also, you were stunted, you were quieted, you were silenced. And then be generous of spirit. There's a kingship here, or a lack of leadership. There's also arrogance. It could also be conceit or arrogance, or essentially feeling like you were stunted, or your greatness was stunted, or that you were never going to be listened to, that you were always diminished somehow, or maybe you had a very arrogant oppositional force, especially parental, coming at you, or you couldn't speak up because there was a situation where there was a lot of authority and maybe you would have gotten in trouble. Reclaim your powers in reverse, and you see clearly. I think that this is the energy of you never thought there would be a way out of this, and maybe in some ways you even gave up looking for a way out of this. You found the way out of this. You found a level of comfort to be able to speak, a conduit for communication. I don't know if this has to do with radio waves. Bring your ideas to life has to do with electricity. It just could mean a spark that's popping off, or definitely like a debut of something. This is, you've brought something to life. What have you brought to life? Maybe you couldn't say it yourself, but someone, like a child who you have brought to life, is capable of actually being able to say it or communicate it. Transformation there's a lot of stunted growth here. I don't know what this is. This is just a sense of something that was not given a chance, or was not given a really good prognosis to be able to develop or continue or move forward. And you almost felt like diminished, or I don't want to say ashamed, but defeated in some way. And now there is this massive breakthrough because maybe of something technological. There could be something that you're a part of, or something, at least something like an invention or creation that's coming to you. I don't know, you're probably thinking, oh, this woman is insane. And then Tuesday you get a call that there's some sort of thing that's broken through that's going to really be able to help you. There's something that's changed the way that you can do things. You might get this message when you are at home, a phone call. I just heard a home phone ringing, and I know that most people don't have that anymore, but it's sort of like the symbology of when you least expect it, or in the most mundane of places, this call is going to come through to you. This message, this new hope, this spark is going to come through. Let's go to these cards, because that's where I'm being called to talk from or speak through right now. Hold on. Okay. Caution and motherhood. What is this? It's almost like a warning or a pause when it comes to parenting or some sort of nurturing, or this is a timestamp and it said that you had to wait or something was on hold during Cancerian season. And so then it's giving you an understanding of this time frame where now all of a sudden something is able to push through and you're able to hear communication. Actually, it comes through the wire. And I feel like you will be at home when this message comes. Caution, had to slow down, or you were intending to slow down, or were very cautious or worried about motherhood for some reason, or I don't know. Let's get more information. What is this? Explain the Cancerian energy to me, please. Explain the Cancerian energy to me, please. The devil is here. But do you know what that means? That means mother, father. Because it's exact opposites. It's Cancer. It's Cancer, Capricorn. So there's some sense of pause, or maybe something was put on hold with your parents. Or with you becoming a parent. This is where the breakthrough happens. This is where the click or the communication, maybe talking to your parents again, or your children able to talk to you. Something like this is what's clicking. Caution, maybe you're being very cautious in telling your parents because you're afraid that they will not understand because of their reaction or how they were when they raised you. You know for a fact that that's maybe something they don't want to hear, and there is a lot of tension, and there could be a lot of confrontation between you and some sort of authority figures or parental figures in your life. The sense of worried about how they'll interpret this or what they'll think of this, or yeah, can you when Cancerian energy is not defined, but clarified by the devil. I don't know if that means, or it could be you have a very obsessive mother, or a mother that has been stuck, or a mother that is, or maybe even in some ways a mother that tried to warn you in some ways. What is this energy? There's no moon card coming out. Okay. I'm going to read from this book because I want to. Let's do it quickly, though. Oh, if I can just find this. Okay. The moon indicates your instinctual nature that was formed in early childhood. Delving further into this critical time may reveal your capacity now to nurture yourself and others, and your ability to form healthy bonds in intimate relationships. It may be beneficial to explore buried memories, which I think this has a lot to do with. Buried memories connected to this period. This exploration can help remove obstacles to self-healing so that you may begin to cultivate healthy partnerships. Embarking on this journey might prove meaningful should you wish to be a parent. Okay. That's really interesting. And are you in a relationship of some sort with a Capricorn? Because then this is not obsessive energy or the devil energy. It's just representing Capricorn. So it may be that you're in a relationship of some sort with a Capricorn. But there is some sort of pause here. There is some sort of slow down. There is some sort of warning. It's not a full stop, but it's definitely like cautionary. Or maybe you want to hear from this person, or you've been trying to talk to them, or you wanted to tell them something. So this would be when something comes through and you're able to finally articulate that to them. Holy crap. Prosperity begins and sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is sort of around the womb, but it's Yeah, it's, yeah, actually. I mean, this could be pregnancy. This could be becoming a mother and father. This could be, oh, I don't know how somebody's going to react to it. But it's definitely something that maybe you tried to pause or stop in some way. Prosperity in sacral chakra means that what comes out of this is really beautiful and beneficial, and it's a new start and it's a new beginning. It grows into something very sweet and wonderful. Sacral chakra is that energy that is sort of like the fuel pump of your system. It kind of like it ignites that passion, and it fires you up. So it's like your gut, but it's also pregnancy. Maybe telling somebody, or talking to somebody about, I don't know, fears that you had, or not being able to do it, or oh boy, okay, all right. A little clarity, please, maybe. That would really help. Clarity, clarifiers, please. God, please. Four of Wands. This is someone you're married to. This has got to do with a husband or a wife or getting married, and the Empress is reiterating it again. This is pregnancy or prosperity. King of Cups is here. That is that scorpionic energy. This energy of feeling really good about something, finally getting a sense of self-esteem, of self-respect, or understanding how quality you are, or maybe how different you are from your parents before you. But this is definitely, this could be marriage. This could be, it's definitely abundance. It's definitely, yeah, something is really working out. I don't know why there was a pause here, but you know, Jupiter went into retrograde the same day yesterday. So when the moon was new. And I think that it can't be understated that Jupiter in retrograde is almost like past prosperity, or prosperity that was missed is now finding you or coming to you. So this is actually really good news, something that's going to make you feel very content and full. Maybe really full. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting because it's something that you thought would never happen. But maybe somebody believed in you, lent you a helping hand. You decided that cultivating, which is what you do best, cultivating something. I feel like this is a surprise. This could be a surprise pregnancy, especially if it's like a perimenopausal pregnancy, or not to say that all of you are that old, but I'm saying there's something surprising about this prosperity or abundance that comes through. But it's really coming through, and it's kind of a powerful, explosive coming through. Because somebody reached out, because somebody grew this, because somebody didn't give up, like wouldn't give up. Because I see the two hands reaching out. Maybe you could just feel it in your gut. It's just so interesting to me how I said clarify Cancer energy. It's almost like in some ways there wasn't fertility, and now there is. There was some sort of infertility, or it wasn't the right timing, but now it is. It's like karma's come around. Now there is, it's a fertile period. Okay, maybe a moon card will come out now. Virgo. And yes, it did. Show the world the real you. Nothing will come of this situation, and step out of your comfort zone. What does that mean? This is Aquarian energy. Show the world the real you. I think you're finally admitting that something isn't moving forward. And you're trusting in some ways. It's like, do you see this progression as something's getting farther and farther away from you? Something's getting farther and farther away. So you're letting something go because honestly, it wasn't helping you. And it may have been a comfort zone for you, but it wasn't helping out in any way. You may be moving, actually moving. And whatever this is happening, whoever this is happening with, it's divinely done. Why? Because you would not have moved in the direction you had to move without it. You would have just stayed and tried to make things right and tried to make things good, trusting your gut and saying, hey, I can do this forever if I have to, but you don't have to and you shouldn't. Let's go to the extended. I can't wait to see what that's going to say. I'll see you guys there.